And now as we prepare for Massive to enter the ring.
Massive still hanging out on the outside of the ring, walking around as he's slowly pacing back and forth. It's always scary when a man that size is pacing.
I gotta agree with you there, Mark. He is just stalking his prey, stalking anybody that like stands in his way. That is just a lot of force, just a lot of anger just built up inside of one man, and he is just now is actually getting in the ring, preparing for this match coming up right now.
What can you tell me about this man who's entering the ring right now? It says, it is Steve Reno coming by. Now these two men had a match in the semi-main event last week where Massive was disqualified with a low blow.
Steve was sporting a new look around here, don't you think? What do you think of it, Mark?
Sorry?
Sporting a new look here, don't you think?
Oh, yes. It's, Steve Reno. Oh, no,
Steve Reno with
on the outside.
Yeah, with the green tights and everything else.
Oh, I've seen him in the green tights before. He usually goes with the black and gold because that's what it's all about. Because Steve Reno, he is no stranger to gold. And so that's why he wears the black and the gold. He's a very fun wrestler, waving around the sign. He's always been one of the most fun wrestlers I know. We are in for a treat right now.
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh,
Hurricane Hector, a living legend.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Hurricane Hector.
Living legend, former trainer of Massive, here to put Massive in his place and teach him one final lesson. I cannot wait for this match. How about you, Mark?
Well, yeah, because there just may have been some things that Massive may have picked up along the way that maybe Hector didn't teach him.
Are you saying that Hector is past his prime? Are you saying that he has nothing left to teach him or anything like that?
No, I'm saying since the time they've been separated, Massive may have picked up something on the side.
I don't know about that. I'm just saying right now, you can't beat experience. You can't beat the old timers. I'm just saying right now that he's got it in the bag. My money right here is on Hurricane Hector.
Well, Massive, he's pretty experienced himself. Not as experienced, but he's still experienced, Like if a big guy goes up against a bigger guy, the smaller guy is still pretty big.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you are right there, Matt. And like you said, I can't no qualms on that. But look at the size of that Massive guy.
Woo.
Woo, woo.
Just two freight trains, but it looks like it's going to be Hurricane Hector and his against who is this masked wrestler here? Nonetheless, it looks like those two might be starting off. Hurricane Hector calling a couple shots to Massive, trying to get him in the ring so that way he can have him all to himself. And it looks like instead it's going to be Steve Reno versus Massive.
There are these mind games that constantly switching the legal man. One minute you think one guy's going to be there, and a couple seconds later it's someone else in there.
But you see, to me, Mark, that seems to me that Massive is just, he's a coward. He doesn't want to touch Hurricane Hector. He doesn't want Hurricane Hector to get his hands on him. Like, what's going on here? This isn't...
Hurricane Hector left the ring when that guy came out here.
Every time that Hurricane Hector tags in, Massive tags out. That, to me, just seems like coward tactics right there, Mark.
Is he being coward, or is he playing mind games with them?
No, I think it's just being a coward. Hurricane Hector wants what he wants, and he wants Massive.
I guess we can agree to disagree for now.
But as these two competitors lock up right now, it looks like really fast-paced match going on.
Yeah, Hurricane... He can face Massive when Massive's ready to get in there. Right now...
Yeah, you mean to tell me Massive wants to face Hurricane Hector when he's all beaten down and broken and tired, so that way he can just pick apart the pieces now. Isn't that right?
Man, those are some evil conclusions you are jumping to. Wait. Now...
Drop to a hold. Ooh, and an interesting hold here.
Hurricane Hector in trouble already. Like I said, Hurricane Hector taught Massive a lot of things he knows, but, he...
Roll up here. Just to count of two.
You never know. Students have defeated the teachers before.
That may be true, but the thing is usually teachers beat their students or vice versa one-on-one. This happens to be a tag match where Massive is afraid to get into the ring.
Does Massive really seem like the kind of guy who would be afraid of anyone?
Well, it looks like I might have gotten my wish right here.
There you go. You got what he wanted. Massive is in the ring.
Yeah, but he's not the legal man. He needs to tag himself in. Yeah, you see right now, look, Hurricane Hector getting inside the head of Massive. He wants to know why he attacked him. And he's not the legal man. As we go back to the match here.
Well, sometimes students and teachers, starts off someone's teaching someone, next thing you know, they just don't get along anymore.
Oh, nice hip toss there.
Not all my piano students have appreciated what I did for them.
And it looks like a head scissor takedown on Hurricane Hector.
Hector's going down.
Uzziel right there, right now, he's trying to throw. Oh my gosh, you see Uzziel.
Oh, and another hip toss by Hurricane Hector himself, but Massive is in the ring, and it looks like, oh my goodness, a vicious clothesline, and then Massive is going to go ahead and attack Steve-O.
Masked man Uzziel on the outside of the ring now, Steve on the outside. Steve is upset now, so someone took a cheap shot at Chief. He is upset, distracting the referee now. And
Making
now,
the quick tag and everything else here as they both go to work on Hurricane Hector in the corner. This is kind of a cheap shot. This is just uncalled for.
How's that a cheap shot? He's facing right at him. He's not coming from
Two
behind.
men are in the ring. One man should be out right now. Massive should be out, and Uzziel should be in this ring right now.
Steve should be out of the ring, but he doesn't listen.
Steve is just kind of being the hothead right now. We can't really, you have to forgive him for that. But look at this right now. They are literally just manhandling him in the corner, Mark.
Well,
you can't tell that this is legal.
Well, it's legal as long as you do it for less than 5 seconds. There are a lot of things I can tell you that about, but that's another story.
Of course, you of all people would agree with Massive here.
Oh, hey, does Massive look like the kind of guy you want to disagree with?
I got you on it. You got me on that there.
Oh, Massive has changed my mind about a lot of things over the years. I'm going to tell you.
And we throw him over to the ropes here, and it looks like we got us. Oh, and he flips him over here.
Masked man Uzziel with the backdrop.
Taking his time on Hurricane Hector, I'll tell you that for sure. See, this is exactly the strategy they want to employ here. They want to beat down, batter down this old, battered veteran here. They want to make sure that he's nice and tired so that Massive could just pick him apart. As Steve-O happens to tag him, I don't think Massive knows.
I'll tell you what.
And look at that with Steve-O with the crossbody. And he's going right after the other one. Oh!
This is why we love Steve.
Right into a vicious clothesline.
Yeah, Steve, he can be on fire, just like we saw. A lot of energy from the guy, but sometimes all it takes is just a clothesline to stop all that if you're a guy like Massive.
And now he's just manhandling Steve, using all of his weight to keep him down on the ground, making sure he does not get any amount of offense in.
Yeah, he could go for a submission right now, but instead both men choosing to punish Steve just a little more.
And are you saying that this is fair? Two people in the ring at the same time, one of them's not legal?
He's out of the ring. What are you talking about? I see 2 people in the ring, one from each side.
What I see right now is somebody choking poor Steve-O right now on the ropes, and he's
people
not
are
letting
into that.
go.
Some people are into that, I mean, you just got to be careful. It's like, look, it's okay to choke as long as you do it for less than 5 seconds. I think that's the rule, both in the ring and in
But look at the constant interference with the other partner. Uzziel, and now look at Massive just egging on Hurricane Hector right now. He really wants a piece of him.
Oh yeah, Hurricane Hector, he'd like to get in the ring with Massive. A lot of us would like to see
Just
that.
he's just prodding the bear, poking the bear.
Poking bear. Yeah, I think Massive is the bear in this case. The bear pokes you. Okay, it's Soviet Russia style. The bear pokes you.
Massive just attacking that arm on Steve-O, cutting off that distance between he and Hurricane Hector.
Steve is in a position that not many people want to be in. But Steve showing some shots back. Massive not even trying to block. He wants to see if Steve can hit him hard enough.
Twisting wrist lock here, and ooh, just a clubbing blow by Massive, keeping him on the ground. That is, even though that Massive is doing his best to poke the bear here, he is controlling this match actually very well.
Massive here moving. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, is Hurricane Hector in? Oh, no. Steve is still the legal man.
Oh, looks like they're just taking, and then you're just stomping away once again, back to the double team, back to this illegal tactic. Oh my God.
Now that is
and
funny.
poking the bear once again. And a drop kick to the
funny.
back.
Look, if anybody can point out good comedy, it's me, and that's good comedy from Massive.
That's comedy. That makes you laugh.
What he's doing with his arms, that was kind of funny. It's like the airplane. How is that not funny? From a guy who's usually angry, it's kind of, okay, he's usually angry, then he does something that's all happy, and that's funny. That's how timing works.
Nice hold by Uzziel here, and it looks like Steve-O's got the ropes. Referee making a count, and they just broke the hold.
All right, now Steve back to his feet, trying to fight back here, but Masked Man Uzziel once again just keeping Steve where he wants him. Right,
both men back in the corner, and it looks like Uzziel's throwing him back into the corner of Massive, and Massive is just going for a choke, just holding him in place.
Again, you call it illegal, I call it a strategy. If it's a tag match, go ahead, keep the guy in your corner. It's where he doesn't want to be, and it's where you want him. Steve in a spot where he doesn't want to be now, lying against the lower turnbuckle.
Uzziel himself throwing a couple shots to Hurricane Hector, and with a running drop kick in the corner.
He wasn't dissing him. He was telling him to watch what he's about to do.
Just calling him out, though, at least.
Hurricane Hector, he wants it bad.
I don't think Steve-O knows where he's at right now, and as Massive enters the ring, he's got a whole lot of trouble coming his way.
Double axe handle to the arm.
Hurricane Hector trying to get into the match here. He wants to get in. Steve-O is trying his hardest to fight back right now, but it looks like it's just not going to happen as Massive rakes the eyes.
You can hit Massive again and again. You know how many times you're going to have to hit Massive to dent him?
A whole lot, I have to say.
Oh my gosh, just all this time just working on the arm again and again. Drop kicks to the arm, kicks to the arm, punches to the arm. Oh my gosh, Steve is not going to have an easy time driving home tonight. I'm going to say he might have to let someone else drive him.
Exactly. He's probably going to have to call an Uber or something like that home because, I mean, he is not going to be able to use any of his arms holding that steering wheel tonight.
His car.
Oof. And we got here Massive just stretching out Steve-O here. Steve-O just a couple inches from Hurricane Hector, but he cannot make the tag, so he is trying his hardest to get back up, trying to take control with a couple of shots, with a couple kicks. Running to the ropes now, and it looks like he's on. Oh! And Massive just clobbered him.
I wouldn't recommend running into a guy like Massive. He should have run to the corner and made the tag. I mean,
like a freight train, seriously.
It's simple. There are things that you just don't do. And running into Massive is one of those things. You can't tag
Solid right hand here from Massive to Steve-O.
I love Steve-O, but I mean, against Massive, maybe do a different strategy. At this point, that strategy might be get the heck out of the ring.
And putting his arm against the rope here.
Make the tag. Let the fight another day.
Hurricane Hector's still getting hot, and the referee is still not letting him into this match, but yet the other two are just working on Steve-O the entire thing. How is that fair, Mark?
The referee Warsaw is just right in there, and I'll tell you, he's not looking at the right thing.
So it's unfair that Steve isn't making a tag?
No, it's not. It's just the referee's kind of preventing
Steve-O giving a couple shots to Massive. With the one good arm that he does have, but Massive doesn't look phased at all.
He doesn't look happy either.
I can tell you that for sure. Massive going back and working on that arm.
You see, we agree on something. It happens sometimes. Well, he's got Steve on the ropes now. Steve is hurting. He is hurting, and he wants to make the tag, but he also wants to put in that fight. Got Steve by the hair now. It's legal as long as he lets go. An uppercut into the corner.
Tag.
Last man back into the ring.
Both men implementing the same strategy again, but it looks like Uzziel is going to keep working on Steve-O. But Steve-O is trying his best to work out of that corner. He's going to the other corner now, but Uzziel is right on him.
Well, still not much closer to Hector, but at least he's out of the corner that he really doesn't want to be in.
Steve-O going up to the top turnbuckle.
Steve fighting him
What's he doing? Could this be it?
Whoa!
Blockbuster here. And could this be the opening that Steve-O needs? He needs to get to his corner. He needs to tag in Hurricane Hector.
I've seen him do this move before. Both men are down. One heck of a move. But really great to see to pull that out. After all that pain, and still able to do that.
Both men just inching their ways to their partners. Steve-O really needs to make a tag right now. Uzziel is close to Massive, and Massive is coming in. But look who's coming in as well, Hurricane Hector.
This is what we wanted.
And right now with a clubbing blow.
Oh my! Did he just clothesline Massive?
Yes, he did. He is that strong. That's why I tell you, you do not test the old timers with another clubbing blow. And he is just giving all to Massive right now. Give it as much as he can.
Make sure that Steve's cool and Hector with some more punishment.
We got a double team here. This is the same exact strategy that they were implying last time.
I thought that was unfair when they did it.
Well, now guess who's on the receiving end?
Well, as long as not before.
Steve-O going after Uzziel, throwing him out of the ring.
Now Steve in the ring to ensure that this takes place between Hector and
But Hurricane
Massive.
Hector needs to have his eyes back on Massive. He ducks the clothesline. Nice.
Flying shoulder
Going for a cover. 1, 2,
3.
Yes. And Hurricane Hector and Steve-O pick up the win on Massive. I told you, experience, best, age, all the time.
It did this time.
I will tell you right now that this was a match for the ages. Here are your winners, Hurricane Hector and Steve-O Reno. I'm Colin IEC on guest commentary. Thanking you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, George. And thank you, Eddie Tobias, for having me here.
Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Colin. And I tell you, we're really excited that this match took place. And I tell you, we were just kind of silent and in awe who was going to take it. But again, we see that an exciting finish for this evening. And Eddie, I'll tell you what, I know you're excited to what has happened. And either you're happy or sad, or tell me what's going on with you. How are you feeling?
There's just lots of emotions going on right now, George. I mean, we've got people going crazy on Twitch, people chatting online, people following us everywhere. I mean, this is probably one of the best shows we've had since we started streaming online.
Well, we got surprises for next show next week, and I'll tell you, we are.
Let's hear what Ray has to say about those
Okay.
surprises.
On Twitch here at NAPW. Welcome here. Want to have you back. Give your fans a message there. Ladies and gentlemen, Hurricane Hector and Steele need to come out here to disappoint anybody. We took care of business just like we guaranteed each and everybody out here that we were going to do. Okay? And I want to give a big shout out to AAPW for having me here. To teach my student one more lesson you'll never forget.
Yep. I tell you, and as I was saying, next week we even got more surprises coming up in our show, and I want you to know.
Catches all information upcoming. Hope you enjoyed the show. Let your friends and family know about us. We will be here again next Saturday night, right here with 6 big matches. We will see you here at the matches.
Well, Eddie, thank you very much, and good night to you. Appreciate it. Nice handshake. Thank you.